The high-profile murder trial of Lindsay Clancy is now underway in Plymouth Superior Court. Prosecutors say she planned the killings of her 3 young children in Duxbury, while the defense argues she was suffering from severe postpartum psychosis. Western Mass News reporter Patrick Fergus is live in the studio tonight with the latest on the first day in court. Pat.
Amanda, opening statements began this morning. For those not familiar, Clancy is accused of killing her 3 children, Cora, Dawson, and Callan, inside their Duxbury home in January of 2023. The defense admits that Clancy killed the children, but says that she was overmedicated, in crisis, and suffering from extreme postpartum psychosis, and also pointed to a lack of motive for the crime, saying that she loved her children. Prosecutors told jurors this was a calculated decision, alleging Clancy got her then-husband, Patrick Clancy, out of the house before she strangled their children with exercise bands.
This was not a woman in the throes of psychosis on January 24th, 2023. This was a woman who acted intentionally, rationally, and swiftly to accomplish a very specific goal: to kill.
First on the witness stand was Patrick Clancy, who told the court that his former wife's condition got worse late in 2022, including suicidal thoughts, and he said that she had told him that she had thought of hurting their kids.
She told you she was having intrusive thoughts herself of harming the children, correct?
Correct. And then, it was very confusing because a minute later she was making them lunch or playing with them or, getting them ready for bed or whatever it was. So.
Evidence to believe.
Says this trial could last 6 to 8 weeks with nearly 200 potential witnesses, especially focused on Clancy's mental state at the time of the murders. If convicted of first-degree murder, Clancy faces life in prison without parole. If not, she would be sent to a state mental health facility. Reporting live in studio, Patrick Fergus, Western Mass News.